and goal. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal lines. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop. Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Georgia! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The run inside. It's Montgomery. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment, like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Jones to throw. Quick strike complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Here's a give the ball. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why.
Could be an alley. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran. The crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown run.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This drive will open from the 15. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
This is the essence of rivalry games, the big moments that you just say a few words and everybody remembers where they were when it happened. First play of the period, first down here. Here's a give to Frazier. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw at Stockton. Rushes on him. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays. I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he only seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll pull it down and run. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running, and you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast, and the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Dogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Grab behind the line. It's Humphries. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easy.
On first down, Nate Frazier. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Humphries. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Montgomery. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Jones wants to throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. All the way back to the 15. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. Just a terrible, terrible mistake. So instead of getting off the field on 4th down, the offense has a 1st and 10. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
He'll pull it down. Got a first down. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Snags it and he's open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Running inside, it's Montgomery. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff for Ball. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in visibly on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Facing a third down, he's short from the 26. Defense in press coverage. Complete on third down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Gators sending the offense back to work. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Jones to throw. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And the Gators want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The run inside. It's Ball. Runs through the tackle. And he used that big, powerful stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Makes a catch. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. It's complete to the right. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks.
The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
The Bulldogs head coach told me at the half they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Handoff for Frazier. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
To the air, it's Stockton. Using the quick game. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just one.
There's a crease. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's already made one field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. Good right down the boulevard. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Makes it past the marker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Jones wants to throw it. Now improvising. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And man, you gotta love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt, and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Completes it in the middle.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no...
Maybe a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back.
Turning it on. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Frazier. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Send the tight end in motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
Well, the defense just spent a whole lot of energy, too. That was a long play. That developed and took time, and they were pursuing. They weren't able to get him initially, so you got dudes huffing and puffing and sucking wind, and this offense all of a sudden down close to your goal line. You might want to consider subbing some fresh bodies out on the field.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. And this will be caught as they convert the 2. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Moving out to the right. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On on 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Phillips. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Jones to throw. Fires to the tight end. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Montgomery.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Snags it quickly on the left. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The RPO, it's complete. All by himself down the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Turns it loose. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Running through contact. They get him on the ground after the... But there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Now on first down from the 40. They want to throw it. Unloads to the wide. Working the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldogs! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. And he won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Defense looks as if it's coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Georgia sends out the punt team. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. The run inside. It's Montgomery. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
Off the play fake on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Jones wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Discards him with the stiff arm. And with that, he's got him set up with a 1st and goal as we get set to play on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Trying to run, it's Ball. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Gators! The finish. Exclamation point on that drive.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. Just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to him on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unloads to the right. Got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. DB's right up on the receivers. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they score first here in overtime.
This running back...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Touchdown, Dogs! They jump on top here in OT. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage. And he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's ball. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Jones to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
1 extra period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's ball. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
Fires to the tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gonna have to run it. Touchdown, Gators! They take the lead here in the 2nd overtime period.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage, having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
Working that left side now. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Makes the grab on the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming two-point play, you might just put it back in his hands and let him go win it.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for two. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these two-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
Got his man on the line. They cannot convert. A defensive stop will end it in a two-point victory in overtime. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State. A toast to the